So today I am Dr. Madhavi, Principal Charan College for Women. Today we are discussing about the career opportunities for arts and science colleges. So, students, first of all, we want to discuss about what is the importance of career guidance. So what is career? First of all, what is career guidance? Career guidance is a process by which youngsters make a successful transition from school to higher education and finally into workplace. So suppose if you complete the 12th class and then you have to go to higher education, what you want to decide? Which course is preferable for you for your career opportunities? So this thing we have to know about that. So all students, if students are completed 12th class, they are not aware of that, what course is good and what course is not having that much competitive and that much good in the market. So that's why before selecting the course, we have to choose our course preference for degree for course preference. So that's why we have to know career guidance and why we are choosing the career guidance. Why career counseling? What is the importance of career guidance here? So here all of us bound get stuck some point in our life. So that means actually we discover work from for us and what does not and take actions accordingly. Career counseling helps to take you the world possibilities and it helps you to understand yourself, your strengths, and then suggest you the possible career options. So that we have to know about the career opportunities in our life. So why we will choose that career option? Before going to the career option, we have to identify some questions. We have to identify some questions here. So some factors which has influenced the career opportunity. That factors are actually really, are you interested in the career or not? First of all, before choosing our course or our career, first thing we want to know about that, whatever course we are choosing and whatever job opportunity we are ready to join. First of all, we want to know about whether we have interest on that career or not interest on that career. First of all, we have to decide ourselves. Really it is suitable for us or not suitable for us. That is the first question we made ourselves here. And second question is, are you happy or not? Suppose, for example, if we are choosing BCom degree, this BCom degree, with that BCom degree, we are happy or are not happy? Because we have so many opportunities. BCom have some career, BSc have some career, and other have some careers. So that what is our passion? First of all, that based on our passion only, we have decided whether we are happy with that opportunity or decision or not happy with that decision. So that we have to choose that question, whether we are happy or not. And then coming to next one, that career will help you or not. Whatever decision we are taken, that decision is helpful for us for future aspects or not helpful for us future aspects, we have to decide ourselves. This decision we are able to take with the help of taking guidance from professionals and others, our parents and our teachers. So that based on that only, that career will help us or not, we have to decide ourselves. So before choosing the career, we have to decide it will help or not by taking guidance from others. And another question we made, that career will beneficial or not for future, not for your future. Suppose if you choose BCom degree or if you choose BSc Computer Science, so what are the other opportunities which are having after BCom or after BSc, you have to identify. Suppose BCom have more opportunities, but you are not interested in BCom, you have to develop interest on that particular course. Suppose BSc, you are interested in BSc course, you are not having that much interested on computer science or mathematics, any other else. So if more demand is having for that course, we have to choose. We have to fulfill our passion. As if our passion is not giving good success in the future, we have to decide ourselves which course is having more demand in the market, which course give more earnings, which course have more competition in the market. We have to decide that thing. We have to question ourselves before choosing the career. And the next one is, what about that career scope in future? So after completion of our course, whatever course, BSc Health Sciences or BCom or BA English or BA Tamil, whatever course is there, the future concept is very, very important here. Future perspective is very, very important here. So in that future, whether we are able to achieve our goals or not able to achieve our goals, we have to decide ourselves here. So that we made a question before deciding the career option. So that's why we will choose. Why you will choose that career? Whether you are interested or whether you are happy with it, or whether that career have more opportunities, or whether that career is given more benefits to you. You have made a question on your own. Then only you have to decide that career is given good to you or not good to you. And another question we have made in the career. What about that career scope in future? So before itself, we have questioning ourselves. We have, it is happy or it is beneficial, or it is having more, it is having more benefits in the future. So after that, we have to decide that what about that career scope in the future? So what is the career scope in the future? We have to decide ourselves. So the career scope in the future, before identifying the career guidance, you have to know about yourself first. If you know about yourself, then only you are able to choose your career option. You are able to choose your career option. So what you want to know about yourself? First of all, identify your goals. Identify your goals. Students, first we have to identify our goals. What we want to achieve. What is our passion? So after completion of 12th or after completion of graduation, what we will become what? First we have to decide ourselves. Some all have different goals. One person wants to become IAS officer, one person wants to become a teacher, and one person wants to become a software engineer. So like that, all persons having their individual goals and individual thoughts and individual ideas. First of all, before choosing the career, you think about yourself. What is your goal? What you want to achieve? So in that goal perspective, you have to get a clear idea. You want satisfaction, you want earnings, or you want any name and fame. You have to decide yourself before choosing the career. So that first you have to identify your goals. That is the first and foremost important thing in the career opportunity. And second thing is create a shortlist. Here, suppose you have two goals. You have to set two goals because you want to become an IAS officer. So if you want to become IAS officer, you must be work hard and you must be concentrate on each and every one strategies and all. You have to work out with a strategic way for achieving that goal. Immediately, so already we are all are known about that. If we suppose if we are unable to reach that, what we should? So first we have to sort out the list. What are the, for achieving my goal, what are the obstacles we have? What are the strengths we have? What are the weaknesses we have? We create short list from our side. So on that short list, we identify that I want to become a IAS officer. What are the obstacles I have? What are the strengths I have? What are the weaknesses I have? I identified by creating a short list. So in the short list, we identify all the things, how to achieve, and then assess yourself. After shortlist that one, after identifying what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, what are the opportunities, and what are the uh, strengths and threats you have, first you identified that shortlist. Then assess yourself. Suppose you have a weakness of you are not able to read continuously. If you want to become an IAS officer, you must concentrate on learning up to 14 hours per day. Suppose you are not in a position to sit 14 hours. So what you want, that is your weakness. So how to overcome that weakness? Whether you are able to overcome or you are not able to overcome, you assess yourself. Whether you are able to achieve that goal or not able to achieve that goal, you have to assess yourself in that. So that then only you are getting one conclusion, whether you are able, whatever the goal you are identified, whether you are able to achieve that goal or not able to achieve that goal, you are able to assess yourself here. That is the another step you want to do for selecting the career opportunity. And next one, make a list of occupations to explore. So next thing is occupations. So which one is best for us? Which one is not best for us? We have to choose ourselves here. That is the another thing we have to make ourselves. This is not guided by anybody. This is the information we gather ourselves for deciding our career opportunity. And then another one is explore the occupations on your own list. So then go to that exploration. You explore yourself for choosing your best option, whatever it may be, whatever option you are choosing here, you have to explore that option, that occupation in your list. You have to give more preference on that. After that, here, if we want to take a decision, we have to set up alternative action plans. One action plan is not given success, immediately we are able to go for the another action plan. For that reason, again we have to shortlist with our exploration, then conduct informational interviews. Then we go for informational interviews. Suppose if you want to attend the interview, you have to choose 3 companies for attending the interview. You made a questions. Which company is best for us? Which company we have to give least preference? Which company we have to give medium preference? Like that, you have to select yourself here. So informational, you have to collect the informational interviews and make your career choice. After that only, suppose if you want to become IAS officer, you complete your prelims and you complete your mains also. After that, you have a crucial, after that you have a crucial path in front of you, that is the interview. That interview, you have to pass in that interview. It is very difficult task. In that difficult task, how to overcome that? You have to get the information. After gathering the information, you sort out the questions, then only you go for the admission. You go to attend the interviews. After that only it gives success. So like that, you have to decide your goals and you have to make a action plan for achieving your goals properly in a periodical way. So that is very, very important thing here. So here, for whom need this career guidance counseling? Actually, after 10th, we are not aware of that. Based on our parents' opinion, we are choosing the groups, whatever we want, whether it is science group or it is arts group or it is another group, whatever we want, that group selection is made by our parents. After 12th class only, we are able to, we are able to search in the market. What are the opportunities we have? What are the courses available? Already we have completed one course in +1, +2. So if we go through that based on that course only, what are the career opportunities we have? We must be identified that. So this career guidance is need from 12th class onwards, because career routes are changing day by day based on the market conditions, based on the family situations, based on the psychology of the persons. These career routes are changed day by day. These routes are not same, because suppose up to 10th class we have one goal. After 10th, 11th and 12th, we are changing our goal. So, and after 12th, we are changing our goal based on the market conditions. That's why these career routes are changed point by point and time by time and condition by condition. So that's why students, first of all, whenever you want to choose the programs, first you have to get an idea about programs. What are the programs available? What are the career opportunities available relating to that programs? First of all, you get awareness about each and every one activity. So after getting awareness only, you are able to take decision. So that decision gives you success. So that you have to concentrate on awareness about the various courses and various programs here. Now today we concentrate on that. After +2, what are the courses available? What are the career opportunities available for us? And how we are getting our career successfully. Today we are discussing about that. So based on that information, we will discuss about the UG courses. If we want to know about awareness of UG courses, we have to know what are the UG courses available in the in universities, reputed universities. If we considering the UG courses, we have various types of UG courses available in the universities. That various UG courses are Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Engineering and Technology, and Bachelor of Business Administration and Business Studies and Management Studies, Bachelor of Law, Bachelor of Medicine, and IIM, I mean Indian Institute of Management, 5 years integrated management program. Like that, various UG programs available here. So here, Bachelor of Arts. Bachelor of Arts. In that Bachelor of Arts, what are the courses we considered? Here, Bachelor of Arts, we considered economics, all languages, Tamil literature, English literature, Hindi literature, and also philosophy, history, journalism, psychology, political science, all are under the Bachelor of Arts. So if we want to choose that one, this we have to consider. In Bachelor of Arts, we have all arts programs. So if you want to, if you are interested in psychology, you go for Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Psychology. If you are interested in economics, you go for Bachelor of Economics. If you go interested in journalism, you go for Bachelor of Journalism. If you are interested in history, you go for Bachelor of History, like that. Various streams are available under Bachelor of Arts. And second program, Bachelor of Science. Under this category, all science programs we have considered under the UG program. Those courses like physics, chemistry, biology, geography, environmental science, information technology, computer science, geology, agriculture, mathematics, all of these under the Bachelor of Science. Suppose you are interested in physics, you go for Bachelor of Science. If you are interested in biology, you go for Bachelor of Science. If you are interested in geography, you go for Bachelor of Science. You don't go for Bachelor of Arts. You have to know about the categories which are having under the UG program. Okay. So this is under Bachelor of Science. And coming to Bachelor of Commerce. So in Bachelor of Commerce, this also having various streams. So like foreign trade, cost accounting, e-commerce, business economics, finance, taxation, marketing, advertisement, sales. These like all these under the Bachelor of Commerce. Suppose if you are interested in commerce, so you go for become CA, become CS, become PA, become financial accounting, like that. So many streams are there under the Bachelor of Commerce. And taxation, marketing, foreign trade, e-commerce, all are under the category of Bachelor of Commerce. If we want to learn, we go for Bachelor of, we want to learn about the commerce streams, we go for Bachelor of Commerce. Here, these are the main streams in UG program. This is introduced by all universities. Under that, based on the convenience of university is introduced various courses to the students. So that's why only we are taking the mainstreams. And go for Bachelor of Engineering and Technology. So we know that Bachelor of Engineering and Technology, we have electrical and electronics, we have information technology, we have automobiles, and we have software and biotechnology, civil, mechanical, all these branches available in the Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Technology. So that is the another course available in UG program. And go to the BMS, BBA, BSS. BMS, Bachelor of Management Studies, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Business Studies. These all are under one stream only. Here in this stream, we have different specializations. Marketing specialization, human resource management specialization, global business management specialization, tourism management specialization. These all under category of BMS, BBA, BBS. So that is another streams available here. And go to another bachelor degree, Bachelor of Law. Bachelor of Law. Here, law, we considering law, we are remembering that law means only B law, Bachelor of Law. In the Bachelor of Law also, we have various types of specializations. Considering of that Bachelor of Law, we have criminal law, civil law, labor law, international law. These all are available in that Bachelor of Law. Law also having so many categories. So criminal law, we have to specifically take criminal law subject as a specialization in our Bachelor of Law degree. And civil law. So, and all other categories we have to consider in here. So that is another program. And go to Bachelor of Medicine. This is MBBS. All are known about that. So that is MBBS. And this also having different categories. After MBBS only, in PG course, we have to choose whatever we want. In that MBBS, dental is there. And also general MBBS is also there, like that. Different streams are available here. So it is a 5 years degree. We are able to join after completion of +2 only. And another one is, this is a special program which is introduced by IIM. IIM 5 years integrated management program. So degree with PG completely you have to be finished out in this IIM 5 years integrated management program. So here, if you are joining in UG program, you get PG certificate with you after completion of 5 years of integrated management program in IIM. So this is introduced by IIM. Here also we have so many specializations: natural sciences, humanity sciences, and soft skills, all are available in this 5 years integrated programs also available here. So these are various types of UG programs which are having in the universities, topmost universities. These all UG programs are available, and our university also having various all of these programs, and our university is also introducing all these programs for build our career. So, and we go for career path after graduation. So here we are discussing about the UG programs. We have various UG programs based on our selection. This selection is based on our goals, our goal identification. After identifying the goal, we have to choose any one of the UG program for build our career in successful way. So that here, based on our goal, we choose UG course. After choosing the UG course, suppose if you choose Bachelor of Commerce, so what are the opportunities you have after completion of Bachelor of Commerce? Career goal. Here, after completion of BCom degree, you have two sources. One source is you go for higher education, you go for PG course, or you go for job. Two opportunities we have. Suppose you are not in a position to continue your studies, you have a job opportunity. You have such job opportunity. You are eligible to such job opportunity. Suppose you want to increase your knowledge levels and your analytical skills and your subject skills, you go for higher education. So two options available after the graduation. Career paths are available. Suppose if we choose the higher education. So here we are taken example of commerce. After completion of Bachelor of Commerce, what are the main important courses which are available for us for getting good career opportunity in our life? So now we discussing about that various good opportunities. So if we go for higher education, suppose if we go for PG program, we have various PG programs are available. So those PG, considering that PG programs, first one is MBA. In that, see, in that graduation level, if you go for BBA or you go for commerce, you are eligible to choose PG program as MBA. MBA is eligible for all graduates. There is no specification for MBA, because MBA, for MBA graduation, all degree courses are eligible. BSc, BCom, BA, whatever they completed in the undergraduation, they are eligible to join in the MBA. If they want to join MBA, they have to meet some entrance test. After attending the entrance test only, you are eligible to join in that MBA program. Okay, so that's why each